Come to the blood-red forest, they said. It will be fun, they said.
In the end.
And as you may see from the background here, we're not just doing any Forbidden Lands, which I've been running, I don't know, 60, 70, probably about 70 sessions at least now.
Yeah.
But we are going to do the Bloodmarch. And the interesting thing with the Bloodmarch is, for me anyway, it's a very, very interesting setting. Intriguing even. I think it's more engaging than Bitter Reach for me anyway, which I also haven't played anything in. But it's just about to hit the shelves in Germany. So the German version is just about to be published of Die Blutmark and the Book of Beasts, das Bestienhandbuch. And I had some part in translating that. So looking forward for that to come out, because I should be getting my free copy. My translator's copy. Hey, a book I don't have to pay for. So, but anyway, the settings basically, for those who are familiar with Forbidden Lands, but maybe not with with Bloodmarch, is after the Raven's Purge campaign is run, that famous pass, the Shadowgate Pass, just behind the Fortress of Vond, is reopened, and we have lots of people coming from the Ravenlands saying, oh, new pass, there must be something exciting behind it. Some people might be returning to it because that's where the riders came from, the Asleen and the Quartz, who ran away from the Demon Flood and came to the Ravenlands. Some other people just have heard some fabulous rumors of wealth and things to discover and want to maybe, sniff around, because the Demon Flood started off in the Bloodmarch. And then they locked up all the demons behind it, but most of them seem to be gone. Most, not all. So be mindful, there will be some demons about. But before we embark on our big journey into this, we have to do some character creation. So, with the people here, you're all on... No, Jed is not on Forge yet. Hop on, Jed. Come on. Links on Discord. For those who are here, you get first dibs. What was your thinking?
Yay.
What have you been thinking about character-wise, kin-wise, that sort of thing?
Okay, so I'm thinking human, because I don't think I ever play a human. I'm thinking male, because I never play a male. I'm thinking old, because I never play anybody my own age. And I'm thinking Asleen because of a mindset of return. I'm thinking that in some way the character wants to go back. So, of course, I'm thinking of a rider as well.
A rider, an Asleen rider, who grew up in the Ravenlands and is now looking to go back.
Go back to kind of the ancestral home.
Ah. Sounds good. Let's see. Yoyan, what do you have in mind? What do you want to play? Caster? Do you want to play rogue?
Given that I have very little to no knowledge about either the setting nor the system, I was thinking just going with a fighter type, like roguish fighter, as in not the brute barbarian kinds, but more like the blank canvas, like not the Dursa 2.0.
No,
if you get my meaning.
Oh, I do. I'm still
No,
traumatized.
more like a utility kind of situation.
You could play a bard,
No, I don't like bards.
You don't like singing. Okay. Now we will look at the different professions and archetypes just to get an idea at this stage.
Kin-wise, half-elf or human, just because I think the stat-wise it's just favorable for the roguish fighter I have in mind.
Okay.
And in terms of backstory, I will I didn't get to reading the setting info yet, so I will have to
I can
edit
give
it
you a
later.
summary, but essentially in short, can I keep that in short, because it's like 40 pages in the player guide?
Oh yeah. The Spark notes will do.
The very short version basically
I'll be right back.
Sorry, say it again.
I'll be right back.
Oh, you'll be right back. Okay. Very short version is, as soon as I say very short version, he knows what's coming, so he's just going off to make himself a coffee and have a snooze. The humans were late to come into Ravenlands. The dwarves and the elves were there first. They came across the sea. They were fleeing some calamity somewhere else out in the east. They arrived. There was a lot of conflict as they flooded into this country, which was already settled. And then through some deal, some people say it was the god Worm who did this, or the god Raven, some other people say. There was a deal made basically to say, okay, down the south we've got Alderland, and that's where the humans will be. And up north we'll have all the other people, so the dwarves especially and the elves. And then there shall be peace, because there will be a limit between them. They can't visit each other. Yeah? Unfortunately, that didn't hold very long. But to sweeten the deal, the god basically created the orcs, pulled them from the clay, and gave them as a slave people to the dwarves and to the elves. They also swapped some hostages. So some of the elves went to the human side, and some of the humans went to the elven side. That's where the half-elves eventually came from. It didn't last long. Wars started when the humans started to come into the Ravenland again. There was this one magician called Zygofa, and he was trying to fight his own lord, his own king, King Algarot, and they were fighting against each other. And as he was losing, as the sorcerer was starting to lose, he opened a demon gate. And through that demon gate, lots and lots and lots of demons came into the country, more than he was bargaining for. So he couldn't really control them anymore. So he locked them away behind the Shadowgate Pass. So he basically had them all in the Bloodmarch, which is where we're going now, and tried to lock them away. Some came through. Unfortunately, that also summoned the Blood Mist. And the Blood Mist was there for about 300 years, basically saying anybody who's away from home overnight is at the risk of being gobbled up by the mist. So they shrank together, basically. Just you could travel half a day out, half a day back, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Except for Wolfkin, right?
Wolfkin, they are sort of, aside from that, they were fine. And the Rust brothers were okay. But everybody else hunkered down. Imagine a lockdown, Corona lockdown, but for 300 years.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, to be honest.
And then a few years ago, let's call it 15, maybe 10 years ago, that blood mist just dissipated, and people started exploring around again and saying, oh, look, we could go on holidays again, and we can actually make connections and find out all these ruins that have been everywhere, and we can plunder them, and we can find a new way of doing it, of basically ranging our state, if you want to call it that, our civilization, try to reestablish it. And there was another big campaign, that's the Raven's Purge, to try and conquer the Zygofa. Yeah, that evil sorcerer who was still around. He had merged with his daughter by now and became a spider thing called Zytera. But basically, the end of the previous campaign of the Raven's Purge is then the Battle of Vond, of this ancient dwarf fortress that has been taken over by the demons. And once that has been vanquished, basically, the Shadowgate Pass opened, and that's where we are now. That's the very short version of it.
Okay. That's, yeah.
As a setting, it is relatively gritty. It is prides itself in being a sandbox. So instead of having a campaign saying this happens and then this happens and this happens, what you have is adventure sites, and you have lots of things that explain this is who is there, these are the events going on, this is how you can weave it into the story if you want to. There is a lot of travel with a survival aspect and with random encounters and stuff, but basically the idea is that you tell the story that you want, and I always try to interweave the campaign with it.
Okay.
Which can be tricky. That's why we are on episode 60 or so with the German campaign now.
Yeah.
But I mean, as you travel around, you kind of procedurally create the world, because you can, randomly discover a village and then to Frankie or to flesh that out on the
fly. If you
fly.
have the hard copy, you get a big map, hex map, which is relatively empty, and you get stickers. So whenever you discover something or you want to place an adventure site somewhere, you can just basically put the sticker on. And you also get stickers for tombstones for the players who die on the journey.
It's very cool.
So that tells you something. It can be quite deadly, because basically, let's say you're a strong fighter, you have the equivalent of 5 hit points.
Well, that's solid.
Okay.
Let me guess, an orc has an average of 4 hit points of damage.
Something like that. No, not quite, but depends how you roll. It can be quite swingy. The combat can be swingy, so it's definitely a sentiment behind it of think before you pick a fight. So it's not quite Durzo. It's not quite, we can win any fight that is presented to us, otherwise it wouldn't be presented to us. So you do have to be a bit cautious. And especially both in Bitter Reach and in this one here, the setting itself is out to get you as well. So nature itself is trying to get you. So, but with all that said, let's get into character creation.
Yay.
Who have I not asked? Jed.
So I tossed out to you all an idea I had for a druid who seemed like a good sort of support type character. And then I came up with possibly a too involved and too grimdark backstory.
That was quite good to read, though.
I kind of had the feeling, okay, maybe I should dial that back a bit. And
I love the wooden mask.
Yeah. So it was basically the idea was a druid, a raven sister who was also a blackwing, was captured by the evil sorcerer and spent, decades in the dungeon before being released like a couple weeks ago by the heroes who defeated the evil sorcerer. And so she's sort of a little like, maybe has a screw loose or two and could be a little zany.
Bit traumatized. That reminds me of
perhaps.
Somebody. She doesn't have a fan, does she?
Doesn't have a what?
Shira wasn't crazy. She was just... she wasn't very nice. That's all.
If
and
you
actually,
guys want
she
to find out
was...
who Shira is and what we're talking about in Durzo, you can watch our run of Conan the... what was it called? Shadow of the Sorcerer.
Shadow of the Sorcerer.
So you can go and watch that if you like.
Actually, Shira, the character that you're describing, Jed, is very similar because she was captive and had to be reintegrated in society.
Well, at least
With
that was
Nick's-
the plan.
Yes. So yeah. So when you said it was a little
Julian
hard to
knows.
work, so when you said that the character's a little hard to work into the game, it's from experience.
Yeah.
Hello, Kai. Not so much.
No,
it's
we
just
made it work.
Kai?
because of the way you created your character, it was very much like, I don't really trust people. I don't really talk to people. I just tag along. If people are there and they tolerate me, they tag along. That sort of thing is just when you then say, okay, how do you actually meet and how do you get together? It can be a bit hard. But let's see what happens.
But
So
after that, I kind of looked around. And I started to look at the minstrel class.
yeah, that's just good, isn't it?
I don't like bards, so I was thinking maybe more like a storyteller or a skald, like same powers but just flavored to be a little less like strumming the lute and singing a ballad.
If it's only the flavor that disturbs you, absolutely, then change it.
Because I like the fact that the paths that a minstrel have, not to get too metagamey because that's not really my style, but it does have some good buffs for fighters.
Yes.
And can also debuff opponents. So
Yes.
that could be a good way of supporting, the two big fighters. It sounds like you guys are looking at.
So we
Yes.
have. I put you on the map for Tarragil. For this. Oh, there's the Martin.
Hi, Martin.
Hey there.
I joined the other video thing and I could just see you, Frank, and that was it.
Yeah, I did tell you. Come to the right place.
You're in space.
Yeah,
You have to come
sorry.
down to Earth.
You're not on the right
Too many
place.
games. I need to
Space.
change my name. There we go. Yeah, sorry, I just got back in.
So, Martin,
9 hours on the road. Come.
that worked reasonably well with integrating you in the stream. You're slightly close and to the side, but for now it'll work. So we were
There
just
we
starting
go.
to do the character creation. But before we get into it, do you want to briefly say what sort of character you would like to, or you imagine making up for today?
Or me?
Yeah. Everybody else
So-
has done that.
Yeah, okay. So my plans are to have a dwarven priest or sorcerer, basically, yeah?
A dwarven priest or sorcerer. Are you thinking something like a stone singer? Or are you thinking
Yes.
proper sorcerer? Necromancer?
A stone singer, yes.
Stone singer. Okay, stone singers are pretty cool, I have to say. I like them. They are basically dwarves who can sing stone into different shapes. And do pebble storms and stuff like that.
I've got to start reading the magic section.
It can be quite fun.
Stoneworker.
Yeah, it takes
Yeah,
a little
magic's a
while
bit
for
of a
them
challenge in this game, isn't it?
to get to them.
I've heard it's really brutal. Like if you failing is bad.
It is, yeah, and you fail quite easily.
Luckily, if we have Twitch watchers and they present you with a reroll, sometimes that can save lives. We had
Thank you very much, Kai.
our druid. No, she's distancing as well. Actually, she recently rolled a 66 on a mess up.
Oh,
But luckily, we had a reroll.
oh.
So, right. So, character creation. As I said, you should be able to create your own characters. I see a Finlay, but that's all I see so far. Now I see Galavan, who's gallivanting around the countryside.
That's the one.
We have an Escuson.
Mm-hmm.
Escuson. Does it mean anything, or did you just like the sound of it?
Yeah. Son of Ash.
Ash. Ash, as in Ash the tree.
Askuson.
Okay.
I looked it up in Icelandic.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an umlaut or whatever it is.
Let's have lots of umlauts. It's sort of Scandinavian, right? And
Yeah.
then we have Kildar Stonehammer. That looks good. Right. So,
I can find it, I'm sure.
you can find it. If anybody needs to let me know, I can pop it on your screen again. So the first thing we will need to decide is whether you just want to basically go through the rulebook and do your creation like that, or we actually have a character creator, which is a life
let's do
path
that one.
generator, where you can roll stuff or you can pick stuff. If you want to do the character generator, if you open your character sheet, in the title bar, there are 2 dice, and next to that it says car gen, like character generation. And if you wanted to, you can click on that. So on the word car gen, sorry, it's actually the leaf that you need.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can pick your options. Yeah, you can pick your options, and if there's a dice symbol next to it, you can actually roll the option. So that's probably, I think, one of the best and nicest way of doing the character generation. But if you want to go step by step through the normal rule with point allocation and so on, and do. Yeah, Douglas is just holding up the little booklet that is in the box. Yeah, Legends and Adventure. That's a really, really nice way of doing character creation. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to use that sheet, the character generator? Or do you want to manually create it by stepping through?
I found when I look through the life path stuff, nothing tied in with the character I'm trying to create. That was the weird thing.
Yeah, okay.
So it feels easy just to pick. Yeah.
Can we choose a bit of both?
Well, if you want to do a bit of both, best way is typically use the character generator, but don't randomize it. You choose the things that you want. So, for example, you put Asleen, 66 years old. You currently have a peddler. Do you want to be a peddler, or do you want to be something else?
Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah, so you get all the drop downs, and the drop downs you can choose what you like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if you want to know what, for example, the different paths are, then you can ask me, or you can look it up under core game talents, and then you've got profession talents. That should all be shared with you. And then you can see the different paths.
Yeah.
And I think if you do control space, you should be able to get to the search as well. So if you want to search for anything like Path of Death or something, you should be able to open it from there too.
Is there anything you're not allowing at all, Frank?
Run it by me.
Oh, and I don't know if there is any.
I would currently say, from what I've heard, there was nothing that worries me about it so far. I wouldn't necessarily want to play with an orc because it's tricky. Can always be a little bit tricky because you have to put your finger in your mouth all the time and shake like this. It says so in the book. Unless it's a female orc, and then it's slightly better. But generally, from what I've heard, nothing worries me yet. I will probably bar some of the high-level talents. But yeah, in character creation is not a problem.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So, let's see. Who's using the character generator?
I am, yeah. But I'll pick things
just
a bit.
work through it.
Yeah.
Okay. If you need any help, let me know. Otherwise, you can talk us through once you have selected some options. Yeah, play around with it by all means. Rules. Do you know enough about the mechanisms for the values that you're seeing to make sense? Like strength 5, for example, what that means.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I don't have to explain it. But for the viewers at home, it basically means you have 4 attributes. You have a number of skills that you can invest, and basically every skill is tied to an attribute. So when you roll for a skill later on, you take a bunch of dice for your attribute, then you add your skill dice, possibly gear dice if they are relevant, and you roll the whole D6 pool. Every 6 is a success. Every 1 could be painful if you push your roll. Very short version. Later on, there's some talents that give you artifact dice. You can have a D8 or D10 or something like that. That can give you more successes on a single roll.
I found when I ran my Forbidden Lands game, everyone felt empathy was a dumb stat. So loads of them were putting 2 in empathy, and it's such a bad mistake. You shouldn't have 2 in any stat. You just fail so frequently. And then you get broken so frequently as well.
Can happen. Yeah, your pride, if you roll your pride later on, basically can activate a pride for you that gives you, for single tests in a session, can give you a D12. D12 is an artifact dice, so it can give you lots of successes, but if you're not successful, you basically lose your pride and then have to play a whole session without one and then pick a new one. So if your pride is, I don't know, I never fall off a horse, and then you roll it, and then you fall off anyway, then you can't claim that you never fall off a horse, and that's why you have to play without.
Who's playing a fighter type?
We don't have a straightforward fighter yet, do we? We had a roguish, potentially, and we had a rider, who's sort of a fighter, sort of.
More kind of shield and spear. So I'm kind of more of a defender.
Keep in mind that even a wizard can swing a sword here.
Yeah, no, I get that, yeah.
Where can I find the path? Like,
you can either click your way through it by going to items. And then under items, you've got core game, a folder. And then you've got talents. And then it depends whether it's general, kin, or profession. For most of you, it will be profession talent. Yeah, or if you find that a bit long-winded, you can do control space and enter the name of the path. And that should take you there, if I've given you permissions for that, and I think I have.
Works like a charm.
Good. I want to start hearing some comments here from you. It's eerily silent as everybody stares at the screen.
At the moment, I'm just trying to see how I can dump profession into profession. I'm on the checklist.
Right. If you are using the character generator screen, you can just pick the profession from the top, from the drop down. And once you're fine with all the options that you've chosen, you can press apply, and it will copy everything into your character sheet.
Okay, I think I've sorted mine out.
Did that make sense, Douglas?
I think so.
Okay. So profession is actually on the character sheet is just a text entry field.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not an item.
That's why. Yeah, okay.
So kin, I think you have already pretty much settled, yeah? Are you going to go half-elf or human, Julian?
Half-elf.
Half-elf, okay. So Paul said he might play a half-elf or a human, depending whether there's another half-elf.
Okay.
And he was considering a hunter, but seeing as he's not here, he just has to make do with whatever he gets.
Yeah, what's left.
Yeah. He's so busy working on Alien 2nd edition Foundry system. So Alien Evolved, isn't it? Not 2nd edition.
AE.
Area effect. Your profession will influence attributes, skills, starting gear, special talents you can learn. So you will have a kin and a profession talent already from that. Then you have to decide how old you want to be, and that basically gives you different mixes of attribute and skill points. And if you get old, if you choose old, you start losing attribute points.
You get loads more skill points, don't you?
You get considerably more skill points and more talents.
12.
More talents,
12, and you get 3 talents.
But you basically, as a young person, you can have 15 attribute points. As an adult, 14. As an old, 13. So you sort of decline once you hit age, any age. Very realistic, by the way, guys.
Very realistic, yeah. And if we have the attribute as say a rider's agility, we can go up to 5.
Yes, and if you have the same attribute, core attribute, if I remember this correctly, from kin and from profession, you can even go up to 6.
Okay.
Yeah, but with human, I'm not sure how that would work.
Human, what's your key attribute?
Oh, it's empathy. No,
Empathy.
Oh, no.
So that doesn't
Yeah.
work. So if they're all aligned, you can get up to 6. It's here in the
The
chart. I
other
just put that
stats,
in.
the other attributes would be really bad, wouldn't they?
Yes, they would be. I have had a.
Well, yeah, 3, 3, 6, and 3. Yeah, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I had somebody who had a 6 in strength, I think it was. In our Forbidden Lands goes to, what's it called? Dark Sun setting. Somebody did that.
Oh, they must be doing lots of damage.
Yes, they did, but I had to keep healing them.
Yeah. And they probably don't dodge very well because their agility was probably about 3 as well.
The dodging was good.
Hmm.
So,
I have 4 strength or not.
Yeah, I'm just debating the attribute.
Yeah, I've just got I've just got a choice
Everything
between
else depends on it.
strength 3 and wits 5, or 4 in each.
ooh, choices.
Hmm.
Now, some people say you always have to play a young person. But I
Yeah,
don't
I'm playing a
agree.
young dwarf.
I think
He's an apprentice.
adult is absolutely fine, and old can be fun as well.
Hmm.
You just need to make sure that you mitigate the loss, and it's not min-maxing, but just understanding that as you age, you're getting more experience and skills, so you're going to be rolling more skill dice, and you also have the talent, the extra talent, which is going to give you that extra bit of wisdom, I guess.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to be a spellcaster, I think we had one. One of the talents you need is you have to take the magic talent.
Oh. Yeah, of course. The path of the whatever the magic sphere school is. Yeah, of course.
So, Jed, what's the school that you're thinking of?
Wait, what now?
What's the school that you're thinking of? Like what
Your Skaldic
druidic?
Wait, what?
The path
Well,
of
you're a
something.
druid, but what type of druid?
No, he was thinking
Oh
Skald.
no, I was going with the minstrel idea.
Oh, the minstrel. Oh, I'm still stuck.
So it's Warcry, Song, or what's the third one you can choose?
Hymn. I was thinking hymn.
So hymn, for example, is buffs, isn't it?
Yeah.
And healing, actually. You can help a broken comrade within short range to get up to her feet.
Might be useful.
That's quite good.
Can be useful. Depends how many berserkers you've got. Warcry is you buff your people around you.
I think you debuff the enemies.
Yeah, but only on rank 2.
Ah.
And Song is you've got... you draw attention of everybody near you. It's rank 1. Rank 2 is persuading to pay for your singing. And rank 3 would be cause 1 point of damage to strength. A direct damage song. So, choices. What are you going to go for?
Yeah.
Anybody else wants any information? I feel a bit useless right now.
We're just reading things and working out where to put our points.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm thinking that I think that my talents, I think I'm gonna get, I don't think that we need me to be super melee. So I am thinking of definitely shield, the talent of shield. And there's another talent about fear.
Fearless.
Resisting fear.
There is fearless. On the first level, it sucks a little bit. Basically, you can roll insight as armor against fear on the first one. So it gives you a little bit more of a chance, because normally it just would be empathy.
But it's just an extra die.
It gives you a chance to evade fear damage, yeah. Basically. That is very more powerful than rank 2, and rank 3 is one of those where I say, I don't know whether I want my players to have rank 3.
No.
Right, so I've got everybody's character sheet open right now.
Yeah.
Do let me know if there's something you want to know about.
Now, I'm adaptive, so probably my empathy could go down.
It's your kin talent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Adaptive. And adaptive, do you need to spend anything to use that, or is that always available?
Yeah, I have to spend a willpower point.
Yeah, okay.
So I have to have one to spend one. Did you go over the way that we get willpower points?
I can. Basically, you normally start, in the proper rules anyway, you start with 0 willpower points. So it means all of your talents that need willpower points, you can't actually use them yet. So in order to get them, you basically have to push a roll at some point, and you have to injure yourself. So basically, let me just illustrate briefly. Let's use this guy here. I've got Escuson. So if I roll for strength, and you can see there's no, at this stage, there's no success, I can push it. I re-roll it, still no success, doesn't work.
Bad example.
I need to fail, come on. There's a skull, look, 2 skulls.
Oh, there's go.
So I say, I really need to be successful on this one, so I'm going to push it. And then you see that you now have taken 4 damage, you've just broken yourself. When you break yourself through pushing, you don't get a crit, but you are basically out. Down.
You get 4 willpower, won't you, for that? Yeah.
But through this damage, basically, you already automatically on your character sheet got 4 willpower points. So you have to push and take some damage to an attribute, and that translates into willpower points. So, for example, if you do an attack with your sword, and the sword takes a damage, that does not give you willpower. Has to be attribute damage, basically.
Spellcasters need willpower to cast magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas others don't need willpower, except using their abilities, their talents.
Yeah, and magic from that perspective can be quite nasty, because
you got to keep hurting yourself.
Roll a mishap. So every spell that you do, you don't roll whether it works or not. It always works. You spend your willpower, but for every willpower you spend, you roll a d6. And if that d6 is a 1, it's a 1, isn't it? Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
then you roll a mishap.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you roll a mishap. And the mishaps, I'm going to use Per Holmström's 100 alternative mishap rather than the d6 table. The d6 table can be quite nasty. We had all sorts, from hair turning white to you aged by 1 age category if you're already old beforehand you've died, to a demon gate opens next to you and they abduct you into the demon world and you come back as an evil NPC 6 sessions later or something like that. All that sort of stuff can happen.
That sounds very old school.
It is old school. We played, as I said, the Dark Suns, and I think we had about 16 sessions in total, and I played a druid, and one of the last big fights I had to heal my companion. And I rolled, and I said, let's push this, let's make this proper. Yeah, so I didn't do safe casting. I could have done safe casting. And yeah, I got the 66. So There were one or two sessions that I just watched afterwards because I didn't want to make a new character. So it can be a bit old schooly, yeah, definitely. So, any other questions? That's how you get willpower. Now, if you have a stronghold and you stay overnight in your stronghold, you wake up with a willpower.
How do we get a stronghold?
Oh, you have to find a place and then you have to build it out and then you have to stay there overnight. It's not something we would probably do in 4 or 5 sessions, let's put it that way.
What long-term campaign is
But
it?
you could do it. It's not like D&D where you have to be level 9 before you can have a tower or something. There's no levels here.
We just need to, remove some squatters from some abandoned ruin, and then we just can go get it.
Save, and then you have to start hiring people, and you have to start paying people.
Details.
And feeding them. Now, feeding, you don't have to do that. So, that's fearless. I didn't mean to post that. Right. How's it going, everybody? I've got Galivan, 45-year-old half-elf fighter. Yeah, if you have selected all your options on that character generation, you can just hit apply at the top and then copy stuff across. It will say things like we'll just put a note in your gear, for example, to say you should have a melee weapon or something. Then you have to pick them from the items. So receive studded leather armor, for example. Do you want me to drop that on, Keldar?
Yes, yeah. It's weird really because normally as a sorcerer you start with like a staff or rubbish stuff like that, whereas I'm more of a kind of dwarven. I'm more like a traditional priest, if anything.
Yeah, we can always
where I'd want an armor and a warhammer type thing.
So I'm going to equip your armor as well while I'm at it.
Yeah.
Right, Galivan, need any help with stuff?
I think I got it.
So you're thinking Path of the Blade?
Yeah. I was thinking just more like along the lines of a ranger-ish, but as a melee fighter.
So the rank one is ignore armor when you spend a willpower. Can be very powerful, that one.
They have Kopesh sword in this
willpower, that is.
Yeah. You've got pack rats, so you can actually 2 extra items. And you've got Sword Fighter, which is your attack and parry rolls get +1 with a sword.
And I plan on picking up a bow of some sort.
Yeah.
To just even out the capabilities.
Oh, you've got melee 4.
Yeah, but I should. If I thought I had just get
starting skill level.
Marker 2. Yeah. That's right.
You can assign up to 3 points to each of the skills listed for your profession. So 3 is the maximum at the beginning, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, I didn't do this manually, so...
Oh, you didn't?
No, I used the
the life path sometimes can give you different results, that's true.
So should I...
No, you can leave it. You just want to go there.
No, I'm fine with, going melee 3 and marksmanship 3.
Yeah, do that then.
Yeah? Okay. So, now the big question, how am I doing this?
On the character sheet, you just basically overtype it, select it and overtype
Oh,
it.
that's easy enough. Yeah. Right.
It's not overly complicated.
Okay, so talents we can just drag and drop.
Talents you can drag and drop, and you can use the search function, and then drag it across. Yeah. That's, for me, is the quickest way.
But it's also in items anyway.
Yeah.
But
you haven't got any equipment yet, Galivan.
I'm working on it right now.
Okay.
Easy though.
What equipment do we get?
Well, typically, your life path will generate the right equipment, but if it doesn't for you, then you should start with gear. Let's have a look.
It's only just give me leather, that's all. Nothing else.
It says a weapon of your choice, typically.
Yes. Okay.
So it's under your archetype. It will actually say typically what you've got. So if you look at profession, Where are the professions gone? The different entrants. Oh yeah, they're further down. So for example, if you were a... What are you? Sorcerer. It will then say, here are some suggestions on a pride, here's suggestions on dark secret, here are some relationships. You have to define some relationships between you. And then at the bottom it will say gear. So for you it would be staff or knife, one item of your choice from the list of trade goods, D8 silver, that's for Keldar, and a D6 food and a D8 water.
Can I do a bit of a trade-in for Warhammer?
Yeah. I can very happily give you a Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's not 40k. Not rocket powered and laser supported or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. You also have the cough.
I've had it about 2 weeks. It's still not going yet. Well, it's on its way out.
I've had it as well for that time. So,
Okay.
one thing, the rest button is so far over, I can't collapse my character sheets anymore without pressing rest. Who's Finlay again? The
It's me.
minstrel. That's you.
It's,
So do you need any... Oh, what have you done there? You've just entered the path of him, Lucky and Sixth Sense, haven't you?
yeah, I just realized I had access to the items, but
Yeah, I
just...
can push them across for you.
Okay.
Okay,
So you've got all the content in it, you know.
Yeah.
So I know that hex crawling is really important, and so I've put a couple of points in survival, but I've only got a couple of points in wits. So that would
Survival
mean...
is going to be critical. Yeah,
So
it's a really important one.
And I've got animal handling, but we're going to need, I guess, healing.
Remember, you didn't want to be the
And-
healer.
None. I don't. No. Stealth.
Douglas always wants to be the healer.
Yeah, I always wanted to be the healer. I just crave it. This is what happens when you're younger and you don't have a you don't have a bold voice. So you just, whenever you're playing, you just take the healer because nobody else wants to be the healer. You get older and you
But
become...
healing's so important, you know. You know, it's
I know.
the bedrock of a good group, isn't it?
I was tier 2. I had all my tier 2 gear, and wow.
My wife played a healer in EverQuest. And she was very, very popular, constantly being like pinged and
Constantly
saying,
being
"Oh, we
asked
need
to
a
join
healer, come
your
and
punks."
be our cleric." So she was playing a halfling cleric.
Yeah,
Very popular.
Back in
She
back in
outleveled
classic.
me in the end because she constantly got invited to the big raids and stuff. I was just a barbarian, so I didn't get invited.
There's an abundance of those.
So endurance is going to be important as well.
Everything is important.
Everything is going to be important because
That's
endurance is not taking damage for the environment, isn't it?
It can be. Endurance is all sorts of things, like force march, lugging stuff about, all that sort of stuff. To be honest, most people don't skill very highly on that.
And then crafting.
Craft,
we
just
may
keep in
not-
mind, is strength-based here. It's not agility-based in this game because I wanted to even out like 4 skills per
Yes.
attribute.
Yeah. Which I prefer, actually. I like
Yeah.
having 4 skills in the Gear
list.
0 engine.
So, Douglas, your wit is only 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay.
Well, I mean, I can put my agility down to 4 and bring my wits up to 3.
Just 2's a dangerously low stat in this game.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much, and suddenly you're broken.
Wits and
Yeah.
empathy, one of the things that can happen is basically that you get scared very easily.
Yeah, if you've got low empathy.
So sometimes your damage comes from wits or empathy. But look, if we play a couple of sessions and you say, I want to tweak this, can I tweak this? Then that's fine as well.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sure nobody
Alright.
would object.
So I've gone down to 4-4-3-2.
Yeah, so
So-
empathy too.
I'm not super empathetic yet. I'm not as bad as Shira, but I love my animals.
Yeah,
So
part of the
I
companion.
do have a 3, and I'm adaptive as human, which means that I can try to use something else.
It'd be interesting to see how well you do that, Douglas, because I've got some humans in the group I'm running. They just don't use that talent at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
I mean,
it's got
even
so much
the,
potential.
the dwarf one, which is you can push more than once, hardly ever gets used either. I play with a group of 4 dwarves.
Yeah.
And they don't use their pride either.
The orc one's fantastic. Yeah.
Yes.
Get broken, you can get back up again.
Yes. You have to basically.
Well, that's
kill
why
them
I
twice.
like. That's why I like companion, is because my horse will protect me if I'm down.
If you have willpower.
Yeah, you got to.
If I have willpower.
Yeah, and on rank 2 actually, there's something that my I've got a dwarf rider who rides on a lizard. He
Snoring?
does that fairly often. He sometimes, not fairly often, but sometimes gets his companion to pick him back up. Basically comes over and licks his face to make him get up.
It's Snorri, isn't it?
Snorri,
Snorri?
richtig. Yeah,
Snorri,
it's
yeah.
Snorri. You've watched the dubbed. Do you
I
watch
have
it
watched-
dubbed? I have to ask, do you watch it dubbed or with subtitles?
I watch it with subtitles.
Because the dubbing is sometimes absolutely
haven't-
awful.
I only listened to the dubbing with one of your videos lately. You can't. I don't think you can get the dubbing with the first ones that you did.
They're
because I
rolling it
tried
back
to.
apparently, but yeah, I've
Are
listened
they?
to something dubbed and it was terrible. Auto
You
dubbed,
sound
you know.
very, very different and very young and very American.
young.
Yes, young once
Yeah,
again.
being young is overrated. Sounding young is overrated.
So
Right, so how are we doing?
I think I'm pretty good. I just need to count. So I've got 2 might. I have 3 melee. I have in agility 2 move and 1
Move is used for
marksmanship.
dodge as well. Yeah, so for those who are wondering about fighting, move is used for your dodge.
Yeah.
And can you, within reason, adjust the skill points that the jargon gave you?
Within reason.
Yeah. So could I go and just deduct 1 from melee and marksmanship each and put them in, say, I would like at least 1 in move.
Yeah, that's fine. Going
Yeah.
down from 3 is something I definitely can support.
Yeah, and I would like another 1 in survival.
Yeah.
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 Perfect.
When we do travels later on, we will need survival for finding stuff around to eat. And that can be really difficult here because most of the places you go, the water's toxic. So you can't use the water, you have to find water somewhere else. But if you hunt animals, that can be difficult as well. There's one place where the water is really, really nice, but it's normally boiling, so you can't drink it either.
I have a cauldron.
To cool it down in.
Because okay, so this stuff is going into gear.
This stuff. Yeah.
This
As I
stuff
said,
is
if you need
going
any
into-
help, let me know, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I have. Okay, so I have a large shield, and I have an open helm and studded leather.
You just have
How
to
do
pull it
I-
up to the equip.
Oh, I just have to pull
Drag
it
and
to
drop.
equip.
Yeah, it's not double
Okay.
click
Yeah.
like an alien or
Thank you. Okay.
something. And that basically will equip it. You should also have at the either character gen or at the bottom of your archetype, it will tell you how many units, let's call it that, of food and water you should get.
Yes.
It's typically, I think, D6 and a D8. So basically, the way that works in this game, you don't have units you count down, but basically every time, like once a day, twice a day, depending where you are, I might make you roll for water. And if you roll for water and it's a D6, on a 1 or 2, it goes down a die. From a D6, it goes to nothing. So you'll be out of water. If you have a D12, I caution you then, because that's a lot of water to carry. Obviously, that will potentially last longer than a D6, but it's not guaranteed. D12 could disappear just as quickly, depending how you roll. Yeah. Resource dice are quite cool, I think. Same for arrows, by the way, and torches.
Yeah.
And in the Bitter Reach, torches are also firewood. So if you want any warmth, you always have to burn stuff. That's the sort of frosty tundra equivalent.
I love the I love the implementation of the Foundry module.
With
Yeah,
the
it has
scroll,
been
yeah.
going through many hands. It's now also with Hot Publishing, I think. Or Patrick. Is it still Patrick? Might be Patrick. I did an interview with one of the developers who took it on somewhere on my channel. Somebody rolled their pride and had 4 successes. Look at that. You rolled a 12.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they need to acquired.
So you should now.
I tried to roll 4 pride, like the thing. I thought that's what was it. This is what it did. Never mind that.
When you roll pride, now you see there's 4 swords. Swords.
Yeah.
4.
No, what I was trying to do is roll up.
Edited.
Oh, you
pride.
wanted to roll a
Put it in
pride.
my
You wanted
character
to find out
sheet,
what
yeah.
it was. Okay.
I thought that is what the pride roll means in this case, but
It depends where you are.
yeah.
If
No,
you're on the
I'm still in the
character-
character sheet, not in the jargon, which
Yeah,
was
exactly.
a mistake. Yeah.
But if you want to find out what they were again, you can look at the profession page.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom, no, at the top actually, I think it was potential prides it suggests for you. So what's your profession again? Remind me.
Fighter.
Fighter. Oh, you went for proper fighter in the end.
Yeah.
Hence. Oh, it's not in here. I have to go via the journal. Boys Handbook. You adventurer, fighter. So, pride. For example, you never back away from a fight, or you can endure any injury, or you never betray your friends. Or anything you like.
Or whoever threatens you will die a painful death. That's one of my options. I may need to create my own to tweak it.
Yeah, sometimes you have to tweak them for them to actually be usable in a normal scenario.
Hmm.
But they can change, yeah. If you want to say, this doesn't work for me, let me change my pride. You can do that.
Yeah.
And you have to change them, right? If you fail at them.
If you failed, you have to change it, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've noticed that some people start picking easy ones, like I never miss in combat, and things like that. And then they start using it all the time.
Oh, well.
Yeah. My arrows never miss their target. Yeah.
that needs to be something that you can roll for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
But you could say something like, I have an amazing singing voice. And then whenever you have to, or Skeld, narrator's voice, whatever. Yeah. Then you can always try to use the D12 if you didn't succeed initially. So, let me have a look. Finlay the Jape. Okay. So, I am looking at your weapons are looking a bit empty. Oh, yeah, that's why. I'm just going to equip all your stuff, if that's okay.
Okay.
Dagger and fine garments. Is that it?
That's all I rolled. I used the
Yeah, okay.
Legends and Adventures, so that's all it gave me.
That's all I gave you. Okay. On
But you
6
get an
silver.
instrument.
You're not
I rolled
rich.
6 silver. Yeah.
Doesn't that give you an instrument?
Yeah.
I could have got an instrument, but
Yes, there's a lute or flute.
You could get a book. A book of
Yeah, I think I got pen and parchment instead of a.
Okay, you've got ink and quill and parchment.
instrument.
Yeah, you've got that. Okay, bio, dark secret, face, body, clothing you've got, pride you've got, but dark secret. Now, you can always stick things in there. You can use the stuff from the profession page. Face and body is up to you.
Right.
And I see you already put a little bit of background in.
Yeah, that's why I've been so quiet. I've been
Body balance.
madly typing.
Body balance.
You have to actually rehearse some, you know.
Yes.
We were
And I
just doing
apologize in
band
advance.
rehearsal again on Saturday, and coming home from it, I was listening to, don't know whether you know them, Steely Eye Dan.
Yeah.
And there's this really driving sort of thumpity thump bass drum, folk singing over the top, the Bonnie Black Hair.
Yeah.
And I thought, I like the sound of this. And then I listened to the lyrics and it made me blush. So, speaking of bawdy,
Yes.
yeah, it's all about the huntsman trying to hunt the Bonnie Black Hair, and then he encounters a fair maiden on the heath and says, "Where's the Bonnie Black Hair girl?" And oh, it's up my apron. And then you can imagine what happens next
Yes. Yes.
as he handles his ramrod and things like this. It's a bit
Okay,
cringe-worthy,
so
but the music is good.
I think I do need some help with my talent.
All right.
So I've got Shield Fighter,
Yeah.
which Shield Fighter starts with my parry rolls are modified by +1 when I parry with
You
the
play
shield.
with the shield.
Yeah.
Have you got a
which is
shield?
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great.
You have a shield. Yeah.
I don't have any heavy items, which was intentional because I didn't want to be bogged down.
Mm-hmm.
I can use my shield if at rank 2. I can use my shield to slash as a fast action,
Yeah.
and I really like that. So I'd like to put that up to rank 2.
Okay. So you go to your talent
Yes.
and edit it with a little edit symbol.
Oh yeah, with the little editing.
And then you
and
can,
just
at the top, put in rank 2.
Okay, I've done it. Okay, that's done.
From memory, we might have to give you a shield as a weapon as well, because it's currently only showing us... No, it is as weapon. Okay, you've got it.
Okay. And so I need a suggestion for my final talent, because I've got adaptive, that's automatic, and that uses a willpower point. Path of the Companion uses a willpower point as well. And then Shield Fighter is just Shield Fighter. And I need one last talent to kind of fit with what I've expressed on the Discord. And
one more talent. Because you're old, you get the extra talent, don't you? By the way, you also get D6 silver while I'm here on this page.
Oh, here, let me go back to basic gear.
And I'm going to give you the resource dice that you're going to get. Food, D8, water, D8. Have you got... No, you don't have any...
I don't have arrows.
Arrows.
No.
So we don't need to give you that. Right, so let me have a
I
look
don't
at
have enough hands to use torches.
You put one on the top of your helmet.
Yeah, one on the top of my helmet.
That's what you do, isn't it? So, talents. Now, what are you looking for? Are you looking for anything like general, or do you want to look...
No, it would be general, of course, and I think...
Master of the Hunt, survivor role when you go hunting.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be the hunter. I think Paul is probably going to end up being the hunter.
That doesn't work.
Spear Fighter is attractive at level 1.
Spear Fighter, yeah.
And then it...
For somebody who's working with a spear, that seems like an obvious choice.
Yeah.
Tanner, if you wanted to not go combat, but you want to go some like crafting. But
I'd probably take...
throwing arm.
Yes.
When you throw your spear, +1.
And then there's melee charge. But melee charge is... I need to always be on my mount, right? And that is, I know, realistically...
You don't always have to be. You can come off.
Oh, yeah, but...
Like if you're in a dungeon or something.
But then I'm not going to get melee charge. Am I?
Melee charge just means you get your spear under your arm and go wah, and run towards people and just try to scare them and skewer them. So melee charge would not be on a horse, of course.
Okay.
Let me double check. But Pretty sure it
No,
doesn't.
I've got it. It's on page 78. Yeah.
When you move from near to arm's length range, you can, as the same action, do slash, stab, punch, or shove. I know it's got a bull as a icon. Doesn't mean you have to ride the bull. You are the bull.
I like the shoving.
There are some tactical options here. My players don't often use them.
Yeah, no, I've never seen shove used hardly.
Yeah. Same with Dragonbane. People hardly ever use those special attacks.
But see, using them is smart if you know that you're gonna die if you don't get the person away from you, so that, say, the range fighter can get that shot in. So,
right. Anybody else need any help? Yeah, let us know which one you decide for in the end. Douglas.
Yeah, I will.
Anybody else?
No, yeah, no.
I'm liking Defender.
Yeah,
I've got
Defender can
Defender.
go.
Defender gives a free parry every round of combat, and it does not count as an action.
That's why it's free.
And then as you level up, you get a +1 to all parries.
Yeah.
So it's quite good.
Yeah.
The action economy in this game is basically every turn you've got a slow action and a fast action. So the slow action is stuff like attacking, and the fast action is stuff like doing a quick stab, readying a weapon, I think is fast, or reacting, for example, parry or dodge. So if you get attacked, if you run up to an enemy and hit them over the head, you've just used 2 actions. If you then get attacked, you can't do anything about it anymore. Yeah, if you're slugging it out and you're doing the first attack is just your slow action, you keep your fast action on the side. When you get attacked later, you can do a dodge or a parry. But if you're out of actions, you're helpless, essentially. So having a free parry or free dodge can be really useful. I think this fast footwork is similar.
Yeah.
You can have a free dodge in every round of combat, yeah. And dodge goes towards your move, and parry uses your weapon skill. You can, monster attacks, you can usually dodge, but you can not usually parry.
Oh, okay.
Because they're too big, too strong, or area effects or whatever.
Okay.
So are we approaching
So now I just
the Iron stage? I've got some extra dark secrets, by the way, if you wanted to use them.
Be good to look at some others.
I'll just show you them again. Basically, these are specific dark secrets for the Bloodmarch, if you wanted to use them. Yeah, so I think there's 9 of them. You can basically have a look whether there's anything you like.
How do I do a secret roll?
If you go bottom right corner where the dice tray is and stuff,
Yes.
but above the
Oh,
chat
not
box,
yeah.
you've
I
got
just
these little
pressed
4
them.
icons. And if you
Yeah.
do a self roll, it just comes to you.
Can I just create what is it? /roll. Can I do a D9?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Let's just see what happens.
Pretty sure you can roll anything you like. Yeah.
That's great. I don't know if I got. I didn't see it because I didn't have my character thing blocked out.
You have to do a self roll, and then you can look in the chat box.
Oh, self. Yeah. Okay, I see it. Self.
Blind GM would come to me, but you can't see it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I just need to do that again.
Or you could just get a D9 out and roll it on your desk.
Yeah, it's in the cupboard. You know that I have a D9.
Yeah, I've got my Dungeon
We
Crawl
all
Classics
of us-
dice tray here, but it doesn't have a D9, does it?
Us obsessives have weird dice. All right.
Who doesn't have a D9?
It's just a D10 and you reroll on zeros.
Yeah, that's the easy way to do it, isn't it?
We use a D20 and reroll anything other than a D9. got here. Look, I've got my key ring. Monster.
Oh,
thing.
Christmas ornament.
Yeah, basically. Well, these are actually, I got them for really cheap somewhere at a con. It was labeled with Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
Got it for £1, I think. But it's so big, I can't use it for my key ring. Doesn't fit in my pocket anymore.
Okay, this actually fits. So this is what I rolled, and I'm gonna. What do I do? Just copy and paste?
You should be able to copy and paste it, yeah.
So
Let me
you'll be able
guess.
to
It's
see
up on
this.
there.
Hold on.
Right,
It's
so-
in bio.
Anybody else?
Secret?
Otherwise, I think we need to do a round robin to just say what you have come up with, what you're good at, and so on. And then we need to get Paul on board for making his character. And we need to check whether the next date actually works.
So what do I do for pride? I just roll?
You can choose, you can pick, or you can roll. But if you roll your pride, then you don't actually roll a pride. If that makes sense. You're using your pride rather than picking your pride.
I rolled a 4. Is that good?
Out of 3.
That's what I just press the button.
Yeah, that means you were trying to use your pride rather than pick your pride.
Yeah.
Come on, Douglas.
So if you want to pick your pride, go to the profession page, and there are 3 listed. You can roll it or you can pick it. And feel free to change them.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So the rider has, as lenients are nobler than other people. On your horse, you're faster than the wind. Horse or no horse, you never lose your balance. There are 3 suggested prides. When I came back into the hobby, this was the first fantasy game I picked up. Yeah, because initially I picked up Coriolis and started listening to the podcast from the Effect podcast and stuff, and there at the time was playing some Forbidden Lands as well, so I ordered it for myself. And really liked it. And then I ran this, followed by Conan, followed by Legend of the Five Rings.
Mm-hmm.
They were the 3 first sessions around the table again, all those years ago.
Was it the new Conan already? Or
That was
still
the Conan we played, yeah.
Yeah, and 2D20.
The Vultures of Shem. I ran for my son, a friend of his, and the mum.
So that wasn't the Vultures of Shem that you streamed?
Same adventure, but not the one I stream now.
Yeah.
Streaming and kids playing around the table is not the best mix.
Yeah, it can get tricky.
Yeah. And I didn't have the setup or anything. That was before I did things like this. So,
Where do we put our dark secret?
under bio, there's an entry for Dark Secrets. Ooh, somebody's
is.
rolling lots of dice. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm just playing around.
Please do.
Don't
So the
have
black
these.
ones are your gear dice. The red ones are the skill, and the attribute ones are the white ones. So the skill dice will never damage you. Even if you have a 1 on a skill die, it doesn't hurt you. It's only the attribute dice that hurt you, and the gear dice hurt the kit. And if you ever click on a roll, it will unfold it and basically tell you exactly which dice you've rolled.
Okay, I have that.
So, we don't have any cat bards.
No.
What have we got? We have a dwarf.
Again.
Are we ready to do short introductions yet or not?
ready.
How do we know each other as a starting point, Frank?
Yeah.
Now there is a table for that. I think, from memory. How did you meet? I think there's a table, isn't there?
Yeah,
there's
there's in Life Pub. Yeah.
Core game.
There's a big table in the Legends and Adventures.
Yeah, do you want to... Have you got it in front of you? Because I'm just looking for it.
It's one roll for the whole group, is it?
Yeah. How did you meet? Oh, you can come up with something.
It's a D66 roll, yeah.
So there is actually macro for D66, or you can... I can roll one if you like. So here's a D66 roll. 42 is the answer to
42.
everything. Or Douglas rolled a 31, if that's better.
Well, let's see. 31 would be captured by another adventure, and 42 would be fought a bloody battle.
Fought a bloody battle. I don't know how it fits with you, but of course there was a big battle of Vond, and lots of people were recruited to come and fight at the Battle of Vond. So you might have met there and fought together.
Mhm.
And then after that you decided to say, oh, let's have a snoop across the pass.
Yeah, the description was, you fought in a battle where many lives were lost. It was a difficult fight. Maybe you came close to dying yourself, but in the end you found brothers and sisters in arms in the form of some other adventurers. Together you made it through the bloody day with your lives intact, but the scars remain.
Yeah.
That sounds a bit more interesting than the other one, doesn't it?
Well, the other one is you were in trouble. Maybe you had been captured by the Iron Guard. Maybe you were caught by slave traders, but fate and had other plans, and you were dramatically saved by some other adventurers at the last moment.
I mean, I already have a bloody battle as a formative event, so that would slot in neatly for me, but I can do both, I guess.
Oh, I think the Battle of Vond, like, literally just happened, right?
Yeah, I mean,
But it does need to be that one, right?
you would give... It doesn't have to be that one. You could give it a couple of months after the Battle of Vond, because we need this little settlement to have been created.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, or maybe even do it a bit later than that. So there could be Vond, and you might have been adventuring, or there might have been another battle, and you just met. I don't mind, but you can riff on it.
Still plenty of, like, Rust Brothers wandering around, afterwards.
The Rust Brothers even pushing into this new land as well. So the Rust Brothers are basically like the Church of Rust, and many of them saw this evil sorcerer as the prophet of their god. And one of their specialties was some people don't die. When they are supposed to be dead, they just get up again the next day and go back to work. They might be a bit disoriented or whatever. They're called the Wandering Death. And the Rust Brothers tended to collect them, bring them back to their temple, do something with them, something demonic, and then use them as all sorts of from like laborers to soldiers to spare parts to whatever. They typically used to collect them and do something with them and create their army that way. As I said, it's a really weird background, some of this stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No.
The Rust Brothers were definitely the big opponents for my group, or for the dwarves.
Frank, can you reset my character? I seem to have done something very naughty.
What have you done?
You pull your stats at 5.
I lost my short spear bonus for rolling, I think, some ones.
You lost your shot. What have you done?
It's showing up red. My short spear is showing up red.
Have you broken it?
I pushed my roll. So.
Right. So your short spear you've broken, probably. Your item is broken, cannot be used. So we just need to edit it under gear, and then we can fix it.
Take damage away.
Oh, okay.
So under short
and
spear.
I have permission to edit that later. Okay.
Yeah, you have that already, but it's done now.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know if I had permission to do that. Okay, great.
Of course. No, you can almost manage your gear.
And silver.
Yeah, lots of money. You've got D6, we said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roll a D6, because currently you have 0. There can't be a D6 roll.
So it's a D6 roll?
From memory, your rider's at D6, yeah.
You're starting?
Mine must
Yeah,
have
it
rolled
is.
itself
Yeah.
automatically.
It is
I can't see that.
4.
If you're still on
Oh!
secret roll.
I don't know what I rolled. Okay, public roll. Let's try that again.
You can
I'm
right
sure it's
click
going
on
to
it
be
and
You
lower.
can
reveal
say
it to
that's any
everybody.
number you want there. No one knows.
You can
Yeah,
right click on
absolutely.
it and reveal it.
It's absolutely going to be lower.
There you go, 3.
Yeah, well, it was 4, but I'll take the 3.
There you go. Put it
Okay,
on.
I got it. It's in there.
Anybody else needs to roll anything? No. So are we ready to introduce you? And portraits we will have to do as another point, I think. Are we ready to introduce you as you come across the Shadow Gate Pass? I've got, if you want, I can read it a little bit.
Ooh.
A little thing here. So let's see whether I can do this in bits so it's not too much at once. So narrate. You follow the brook upstream through a ravine whose sides rise steeper and steeper from the surrounding moor. The brook flows restlessly, its water so steaming hot that veils of mist fill the ravine. Tall blue pine trees line the road, and many of their trunks are smeared with tar. Soon you come upon the living dead, some of them sitting slumped on rocks and tree stumps, others leaning against a black building that seems to be their home while they wait for their grave. You proceed in silence. Up to there. And soon the ravine opens into a long valley between the wooded ridges. Rows of houses emerge from the mist, some of them new and sloppily constructed, others built from ancient timber. The sounds of singing, hammering, and the slaughter of animals reach your ears. Even here, among the living, the stench of tar and sulfur is omnipresent. The mist clears as you arrive and allows you to gaze beyond the wooden shacks. On a hilltop at the far end of the valley, you see some buildings of stone next to a large fire. People of different origins are going about their daily lives in the village, shamelessly sizing you up as they walk past, wondering who these new people are. So who do we see as you walk into this village? You come from the bottom right, I think. From down there on the map, if you can see it. By the way, this map I had to steal from Alchemy, because the ones in Forbidden Lands is actually white and black, and this one I like better.
That's nice.
So, who do we see? Let's hear it from Jed. Who do we see?
So Finley is walking along, and he is human, about maybe early 30s, looking a little thin, and he's wearing what were once very fine clothes, but now seem to be somewhat muddy and tattered. And he has a velvet cap with a golden tassel on it. His only weapon that he carries is a jeweled dagger, and he is looking tired and very uncomfortable with all of this walking in the wilderness business. His backstory, should I get into that, or should I stick to physical impression so you can keep moving?
I think if there's something that your companions know about you, you can share it. Otherwise, keep it to yourself.
Okay. What your companions do know is that he is from Alderland, and apparently fairly recently came, like maybe few months or maybe a year ago, came through the Iron Lock from the south.
The Iron Lock is basically the big wall that separates the human realm of Alderland from the Ravenland.
Yes.
And typically you only come across if you have been exiled.
Yes. And so he's alluded to the fact that he's a person of some importance and reputation to the south. And it was a grave injustice that he was exiled here by mistake.
Yeah, in about 2 years' time, we might actually have the Alderland campaign.
Maybe I'll live that long.
Okay. Who's next in the marching order? I think it's Galavan, because it's alphabetically the next one.
Yeah, Galavan is a male half-elf, about mid-40s, so rather mid-ish age for an half-elf. as far as I can tell. He's wearing good quality but very worn travel clothes, like long coat, boots, essentially the clothes of a ranger, which he is. Backstory-wise, I was thinking he was part of a group that was patrolling the border areas, where then the formative bloody battle came in, which then left him alone to, see where the journey goes.
Okay. Sounds good. Weapons, you carry a sword and no bow
long
yet.
sword, yeah.
No bow yet.
No bow yet. I will just have to pick that one up.
Oh, maybe you can buy one. Are you rich?
Kill a goblin and you get one off him.
That's the usual way to go, right?
Goblins. We don't have a goblin in the group this time, do we?
Goblin Slayer.
Kilda, you're next, alphabetically.
Okay, right. Young dwarf, quite battle-worn, weary, but he's got this fierce determination. And when he's talked to people, he will have said that he is on a mission from his god Huge. He is here for a reason. You need to read my backstory, I think, just see if that ties in. He's here, and he needs people with him to help him achieve, but he hasn't gone into too much detail yet. Wears studded leather, warhammer. He can fight, but ultimately he is a magic caster.
Yeah, that's a longer backstory than I can read right now.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, you don't have to read it now.
Okay, that leaves us with our old man.
Oscosun. Oscosun was born in the Yendra steppes, kind of raised in the saddle, as it were. And you see a man with a kind of a white braid. He has white hair from his age. You can see that he was probably brown-haired when he was younger. He's probably 60 to mid-60s. He has a relatively, I wouldn't say a stern look, but a kind of stoic look. He's seen a lot. He was enlisted. He's obviously a soldier of some sort, but not necessarily a commander. He holds a big circular shield, and which is highly decorated and very colorful. He's wearing a bronze kind of clasp, a relatively large bronze clasp that holds together a tartan that goes around him. And again, it's quite colorful, which is part of the Asleans, which he is part of. And he is also from, he's not a quark or a card. He's from the
Galdanes.
Galdanes.
Now the region here, I might just show you that briefly because it is of interest. Where you arrive is basically the old ancestral land of the Galdanes. So let me just get you the English map. You cannot switch scenes until it's loaded. I see black.
I see black as well.
Right.
See, it's loading at 99%. Oh,
no token.
Oh,
no token.
It's getting there. There is no token to give permission to see.
Where you arrive, you should see a little bit of the map.
Oh, I think we need a token somewhere.
Just the legend.
Can you not see it yet?
We have no visibility.
Oh,
global.
Have I forgotten that again? Why would they do that on a world map? Actually, I do want token vision. You should have some visibility because you have.
All I can see is the legend. Yeah, where it says the Bloodmarch.
And lovely August or fall leaves.
All right, let me just try something out because you should
a Fog of War thing?
all share the group token. Unless it's the German one. No, it's the English one. Let me just share that with you. And then, can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So there's your little group token. People on a horse and stuff coming across the pass. But you've just come here from the side of the map, Shadowgate Pass. Yeah?
Yep.
And this is where you're going. This is basically the town where I just described to you. And if you look slightly further, you can just about see it up there. Let me just move you so you can see it properly. See where it says Geld?
Yeah.
That's the volcano, dormant volcano called Geld, and that's where the Geldanes get their name from. So it is this region here that your tribe originally came from. They were the first to fall victim to the demon flood.
So probably once I come through and I see it, I'll be very emotional, and I'll be kind of patting my white horse as I kind of walk in behind everyone else who's in front of me.
Makes sense. Almost.
Damn allergies.
Yeah.
Damn allergies. Sniff, sniff. Yeah, you were the last to come in. Because you were the last to introduce yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
At that stage, now as you can see, this is your hex map that you're going to explore. You can only see a bit of it so far, but next time when we meet again, we shall go into the town of Tarragil and see what happens, and I've got something planned for you already. Because I thought we could get there. But initially, you've seen the map of it. There's quite a few places. There's an inn and so on, so you can already decide what you want to do next time when you arrive in the town. What are the things you want to do? Do you want to go for a beer? Do you want to find some kids? Do you want to... I don't know. But that's for next time. So, I was just going to look up the date. I'm trying to establish a 2-weekly rhythm with this group.
Yeah.
Would the 20th of November work for you guys?
Yep.
Should be good.
Yes.
Yeah, should be good.
I love it when that just works. I have to say. Hopefully it works for Paul, because it was announced that we would do this fortnightly. So, I'm looking forward to that. I'll work with Paul to make sure that he's got a good character. And then hopefully that we've got some survival skills as well. And hunting skills. If you want to find out a bit more about the setting, I can send some stuff around. But remember, you basically arrive into this part of the world map just having heard rumors and old stories. But for example, about the Ravenlands, you would know quite a bit more because you used to live there. Yeah? And any other discussions, please just ask on Discord, like hammering out your backstory, your common backstory or whatever. Let's do that there. Anything else from you?
How long are you going to allow us to get into the game to update our characters?
The game runs, basically. So
it's always available.
The server should be running. I've got 2 licenses on there. Even if I play something else, it should boot up for you.
Okay.
But if any problems, let me know.
Yeah, fine.
I normally don't stop the server, let it run.
And we'll just need to talk about my mount at some point and where and how.
Absolutely. We need to get you one.
I've
Absolutely. The only limit is I'm going to use the same game world when I play the German game. Yeah, but that's not actually set yet.
Okay.
It's going to be.
So if we run into the other adventuring party, we'll have to have Yuli and
No,
translate.
because they'll speak a different language.
Yeah. We can do a joint venture. You come across them and you have fisticuffs with them or something, and then shout at each other in your own languages. No, I'm looking to do a probably 2-shot with completely entirely new players. So it's not my normal players because of the launch, the retail launch of the game. Yeah, so the publisher said, "Oh yeah, it would be nice to have an actual play to show this off." So
So we're the guinea pigs.
Yeah. You're guinea pigs, and they are.
Yes.
You're the long-term guinea
main
pigs. They're
event.
the short-term ones. So they're just going to get pre-gens, for example. You had the chance to make your own characters.
Good privilege.
And I'm not even using your characters as their pre-gens. That would be too easy, right?
And then we'd watch it, and then we'd be like, "Oh, that's what I should do."
But I've got a bard called Hende
Trial run,
Silvertongue.
as it
I've
is.
got a rider called Hasarathka. I've got a half-elf Karina Willowwaker. I've got a Wolfkin, Lagini Rotfell, so red fur, and a rogue called Sturni Harder. And actually, I've got a dwarf as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got a dwarf.
Good old dwarf, yeah. But that's for them to pick from. For us, I would then say, yeah, we can come up with some portraits, and then I'll make some tokens from them, and then we're gonna carry on in 2 weeks' time. And if you need any help with journey or whatever, just say. We've got an absolute expert there with Jed. I believe.
He's pretty good.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So, for those who've been
good
watching us, Mohammed, Kai, if you're still there, Panik im Schriftbild came by and said deep lurk, but maybe he's listening. So thank you very much for dropping by. I know Session 0 is not always the most exciting, but this is the way to meet the characters. So, next time, we'll see some action. For now, shall we say goodbye to the stream?
And as Julian's already saying goodbye. Bye.
Something with your camera that's not right.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Bye, everybody. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was good to see and hear as well. Sound and audio is always important.
Nice to be back.